Hello, you are watching News 9 Digital's Facebook Live with me, Amrita. And today we will be discussing about schools, particularly private schools, which in Karnataka are set to open up from September 21st in a phased manner for certain classes. In this manner, a few private schools in Bengaluru are also discussing still ways to accommodate students safely for the classes. What are the expenses they are going to incur? How can they make the learning process more safe and reopening of schools safer? That is what is being discussed the most right now. And now the Associated Management of English Medium Schools, a private run body that also coordinates management of English medium primary and secondary unaided schools in Karnataka, is discussing about the expenses that private schools will be incurring with regards to the sanitation expenses. To speak more about this, we also have on the phone line with us Mr. Shashi Kumar, who is the General Secretary of this association. Shashi Kumar, thank you for speaking to us and taking your time out.
Thank you.
So my first question to you is, what is the discussion currently with regards to the sanitation expenses?
See, anyhow, now standard operating procedure has been out in the country, and every
Yes.
school has to accommodate with many equipments and chemicals for regular sanitization. Because from the point of safety and security, you need to have thermometers, you need to have sanitizing machines, and you need regular hand sanitizer, soap solutions, 1% of hydrochloride. Then all these things cost naturally financial constraint, because even sodium hypochlorite is also like it is not a small amount, it is an expensive solution. And when the schools, it needs to sanitize more than once or twice or thrice in a day, depending on the shift. And now the situation is, most of the schools are not being paid as a minimum fees by their parents, number one. Number two, the government owes us with RT amount. Number three, last year fees has been more than 20-25% of the parents have not paid last year arrears fees. All this already more than 50% of financial constraint to budget schools, especially across state. Out of 20,000, more than 17 to 8 schools are facing similar situation. In such situation, government of Karnataka has said don't increase fees from last year to this year, and we have abided that. In such situation, naturally, this separate SOP needs assistance. So we have to think how to accommodate housekeeping solutions for this particular safety security.
Sir, also speaking, how many schools are currently on board this decision of yours? Because we also spoke to very handful of them, and this is not based on any statistics, it's only anecdotal. They said that they are not planning on levying any such expenses,
No,
extra
even
expenses.
we are very clear. There you might have spoken to some few elite schools who have already charged from their parents before starting admission. I mean, because in the month of December, January itself, they have done their admission.
Yes.
We are not worried about those people. We are a largest body of around 3,700 players. Apart from that, in this state, there are more than 18,000 state board schools who are suffering from even reimbursement. There is not fully done from the government. Fees has not been paid by parents. Arrears fees has not been paid. And those schools are suffering because already they are in crisis. They are unable to pay the salaries of their teachers. How will they manage? We are not worried about some high fees collecting schools. There might be only some 700 to 1,000 schools.
Yes.
But there even parents, they may support. Here we request government either themselves to support with some equipments and substance what is required for sanitization. Even government of Karnataka in public school also they have to manage with the SOP. Will they do it free? They will allot the budget. Then where will our budget be from?
Yes.
We have to get only from the parents. But we will ask the government, education department, to give us a provision to see that small amount, it might cost 3 to 5%, you may If the schools want to, then they can. If they don't want to do it, that's their choice.
All
If they
right.
have a
Also,
financial stability, it is their choice.
Mr. Kumar, do you plan on approaching the government, the
Yes,
ministries
of
to
course.
for the aid?
Definitely, we will write
Yes.
a concerned letter to the education minister as well as the education department heads. We have already finalized it, but we are looking into the larger aspects because it is not one day, 2 day affairs. It is the entire next future. Another 1 or 2 years, you have to. It is not just a capital investment. It is a recurring cost.
Yes. So also,
So
Mr.
the
Kumar, if the fees are levied on the parents, how much can they expect the expenses to
It
go
is
up?
not more bad.
Huh.
Even it is a 3 to 5% also.
Yeah.
It is in the housekeeping part. See, we are very accountable. Especially state board schools are very accountable with their books of account to the government.
Okay.
In
Okay.
that situation, we need to make a separated because we are being reimbursed by under RT. During that also, we can't show it in a different format. So we have to add this into the housekeeping or other miscellaneous expenditure. But we want government to come out with this also that, and they should understand. Yes, it is required.
Yes.
Even parent has to understand. Even the department has to understand. We are not doing for ourselves. But because keeping this and someone charging hefty money, we will not agree
Okay.
with that. But
Mr.
this
Kumar,
AP required.
yeah, just one last question. If at all this decision does come to fruition and the parents are the ones to pay, then what can they expect? What can they prepare for? What is the estimated amount they might have
No,
to be
it
furnishing?
definitely depends on individual schools as per their required things. It
All
depends on
right.
the area of the school. It depends on how well they are sanitizing. Not only with equipments, oximeter is required. Sanitization equipments are required. You need even, sometimes it is better as an advisory, we say that keep on even oxygen cylinder in your school because lot of epileptic cases, respiratory cases is a common aspect in school platform.
All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Shashi Kumar, for speaking to us and taking your time out and giving out all of these necessary details for the parents and children who are preparing to send their children to schools once they reopen right here in Karnataka. Yes, parents may or may not have to fish out a little bit more expenses than thought so before, or probably the government will come to the aid of the schools right here, which Shashi Kumar was mentioning. You can leave your opinion in the comment section down below about what you think of these expenses. Also like, share and subscribe to News 9 Digital.